had a massive outbreak of EHV. It is a equine herpes virus, is what EHV stands for, and it is very contagious, and it can be fatal.
You know, it's a big deal in the horse world because there's so much interlacing of the events, you know, of each discipline. So that's what makes it a big deal.
This particular strain of it is neurological, and it's created quite an uproar right now.
EHV, equine herpes virus, is a respiratory virus, and it's around all the time. It's a very common respiratory virus. The neurological component of it usually is associated with EHV1, anywhere from very mild neurologic symptoms to very severe fatal neurologic symptoms. So things you would look for from an owner's standpoint is obviously a fever. That's the most consistent symptom that you will see. Dragging their hind feet, limp tails, tail feels like it, you know, it has no feeling in it. And then they can just progress as you go up, dog sitting to recumbency. But what you've had in this instance is you have, basically think of a herpes virus on crack. I mean, it is rapidly dividing, it's very aggressive. It's not that it's not out there all the time in our world, you just typically don't see the neurologic component to it, except in little outbreak episodes where that virus is really hot, really aggressive.
So I know a lot of guys that, hey, they've been at home because they hadn't been anywhere. You know, rodeos were over. If you were home and your horses hadn't been anywhere, get your horses and go somewhere where nobody's around. And that way you don't have to worry about it. Because you know, it doesn't matter if you're 8 years old or you're going to the National Finals for your 40th time. Whatever you made them on or you went on, they're pretty important to you, so you're not going to take a dumb chance.
I'm going to tell you, they've stepped up, the contestants. I've been proud of my contestants because, I mean, they're keeping temperature logs and they're calling, okay, what do I need to do, what do I not need to do, you know, what are the little things that I can do? Because it only takes one break-in protocol to get started.
This year's NFR may look a little bit different. It has been a journey to get all of the athletes here safely, the four-legged athletes, I should say. We have increased biosecurity and did everything that we have been able to do to ensure their safety on the tail end of an equine herpes outbreak. So this year, a few added requirements. In previous years, we have kept horses on a lot of off-site facilities, which, you know, this is a small venue as far as putting a lot of horses in one place. But the NFRC and the PRCA made the decision that the horses would be only here and not go on and off of the premises. I always have concerns. That's the way our minds work as veterinarians, right? But we're doing our best to keep a very close eye on these horses. These contestants and these stock contractors know their animals very well, and they want what's best for them. They don't want to ride a sick horse, and they don't want to get anybody else's horses sick. So everybody's has their animal's best interest at heart.
These horses are everything, you know. We've got a set of colts here amongst us. You know, we watch them grow up just like your children and bring them along. Each one's individual to their own being of how fast, how hard you can push them. And the ultimate goal is to get them across the finish line, and that's the NFR.
You're not going to take anything that's not healthy to the National Finals. You have to have the best of the best, and their best to win anything anyway.
The four-legged athletes in this sport are the most important part of it to me, I think to the contestants, to the stock contractors. Without the animals, we don't have a sport. And so to protect their well-being and their health is always first and foremost when I make a decision.